Everyone's vocal cords are okay this morning? Did you guys, most of you guys get out to karaoke last night? That was fun, right? It was a good time. I had a couple little technical issues with my microphone stand, but other than that, it went pretty well. So yesterday was a lot of fun. It was great to interact with as many people that I could talk to and that I got to meet. And so Sunday's a pretty exciting day. If you'll notice, there's 2 chairs up here, which means we have 2 pretty incredible guests for you guys to chat with. 2 of my favorite people on the show. I've always loved Cheryl's character, her snappy dialogue, and the way that Madelaine delivers it. And so right from the pilot reading, I was always impressed with Madelaine's take on Cheryl. And then Vanessa came aboard, who is a fellow Canadian as well. So a lot of Canadians on our show, which is really cool for me. And she created this great character of Tony Topaz, and sort of where that whole storyline went. And so very interesting, and so I'm really excited that they were able to make it today, because you guys are going to love them. They're a lot of fun, and I know they love their fans. So let's bring them out. Madelaine Petsch and Vanessa Morgan, come on out! Hey guys, good morning. Have fun guys. There you go, gang. Enjoy yourselves. We'll chat with you in a bit. Cheers.
I love how cute this group is. It's like a nice little personal, little hangout sesh. Everyone's got their phones out. Hi, come talk to us. Experience. Don't you need to record? Hello. Hi. All right. Do you guys want to ask us some questions? Do you want us to sit up here and banter for 30 minutes? Because we could also do that. I say some questions. I say some people want that. Yeah. Usually somebody's on stage with us and they're like monitoring their questions, things like that.
So we just go over there.
Yeah, just go to the little mics over there and ask some questions.
I've got a question.
Yes. In reality, you can probably just say it because it's like,
Too late.
Yeah. Go later, go home,
Testing. Cool. So believe it or not, I'm a new Riverdale fan, so like 2 episodes in. So I'm gonna ask a question from another show. It's directed to Vanessa.
Oh, wow.
Okay. My babysitter's a vampire.
Yes.
Yeah. We got left on a major cliffhanger. Did they ever tell you what happened or was supposed to happen?
No, see, they never told us what was supposed to happen. Basically, the show was supposed to come back. So it just it seems so morbid that Disney Channel ended it after a big explosion. It makes it seem like we all died. Oh my God. Yeah, but basically the show was supposed to come back, and the ratings were awesome, so it had nothing to do with that. It was because the Canadian production company didn't want to sell it for the amount the American production company was offering it for. But it's so funny because it was like last year, I think we're still alive, because last year they were pitching it to Netflix to bring back another movie, My Babysitter's a Vampire, and the producer called me about it. But yeah, so there's hope that there could be just like another revamped movie. I think Sarah would be like overseeing a younger group of kids. I don't think it would be like the same thing. I think it'd be like a new generation, but yeah, it's definitely a cool idea.
Well, you should do it.
I would.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know, it was so dark. I don't know My Babysitter's Vampire.
Hi.
Hi.
What was your favorite Riverdale scene to shoot?
What? We've done some fun ones. What do you feel like? Was it? What was it? I know she's gonna say anything that involves kissing me. Oh, she's your nose! What? Is she the serpent side? How cute that is? Oh, you're gonna just okay, sure, whatever. My favorite scene was actually a scene in season 1 when you weren't in the show. It was with Veronica when she was fixing my hair before my brother's funeral. Okay, cute. Yeah. Oh my God, what was your favorite scene to shoot? Yes. Honestly, it was so fun when I first got cast, just kind of like experiencing the serpents for the first time, just because I watched the whole season 1 and I was excited about becoming a serpent. So I think just like getting to be involved in becoming part of Southside was like a cool experience for me. And then obviously all the scenes of our relationship and us growing was really cool. I think like when we first started dating was the most fun. Like
I think my favorite scene with you was still when you came to the movies.
I love that.
I have a question. Anyone can feel free to chip in here. Do you feel like Tony was never going to meet up with Sweet Pea at the movies? Because, you know, I go to the movies because my mom is like holding a brothel in my home, normal teen problems. And I go to the movies and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And then you show up, you're like, oh, I was supposed to meet Sweet Pea, but he canceled. And then we like fall apart.
Yeah, that was probably a
I
lie.
had that scene, by the way, there was a scene in the movie theater where we're supposed to be eating popcorn and we end up like brushing our hands at the same time. We look at each other and I start crying and I look at her. That was a really cute scene, but like, it's okay, but that's my favorite. Wait, but do you think, wait, you didn't have a question. What was the question? Do you think that it was a lie? That Sweet Pea was supposed to
Oh, yes, I do think it was a lie. I think it did it on purpose. Because I was like liking the challenge. You know, Cheryl was like, I was like, oh, she's like challenging me. This is fun.
Hi. I love you guys so much, and I was just wondering like how you guys got into acting.
Well, I started off with singing. I started singing when I was like 5 years old, and I would perform around my town. At the time was Palm Springs, California. And then an agent saw me singing and was like, you should get into acting. And I was like, oh, okay. And then my parents would drive me to auditions, and I booked my first series when I was 13. That's kind of how it started for me. It was called The Latest Buzz.
And I just always wanted to do it, and knew that when I was like 3 years old, and just moved to LA when I was 18, and did the grind, usual auditioning stuff, and worked 3 jobs, and now I'm on Riverdale.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have a question for Vanessa and Madelaine. So Vanessa, what did it take for you to turn from a vampire to a pretty poison? Like, how did it feel?
From like my babysitter's vampire show, Pretty Poison?
Yeah.
I mean, it felt pretty cool. That's a hard question. I mean, they're 2 completely different roles. Obviously, a vampire is like supernatural, where Pretty Poison is like a gang member, which I still kind of felt like a vampire. It felt like a gang, so there's similarities in that aspect. But I have a theory that, again, to answer your question about the explosion, my theory that's in my own mind is that after the explosion, Sarah actually just zoomed into the life of Tony and took on Tony Topaz. Makes sense why she doesn't have any family. So, yeah.
And for Madelaine, why the heck is Cheryl talking to her dead brother?
Good question. Well, kids,
Cheryl is a complicated soul. And I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but if your father killed your brother and then hung himself, and then your mother became a mistress of the night and started running a brothel in your home, and then tried to kill all of your friends as the guardrail king and then ran away, I think you would be a little bit emotionally messed up. So I feel like she's just really clinging on to like the one thing that was pure in her life, you know, because her girlfriend and her have had some problems this year. So, no, but Jason's like her first, like the first thing that ever felt pure to her. So I think she's holding on to that. I'm not saying it's right or normal, but she's doing it.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to know if you girls knew since the beginning you were going to be a couple, and if not, what was your reaction? How did you feel shooting me?
We were pushing that from day one, weren't we? We were like, that's what it has to be.
yeah. As soon as I found out we were cast, we were like, well, you haven't been in a relationship on the show, and like,